All I'm concerned with is that the major consuming countries are not likely to face any shortfall of supplies on account of the fact, as I mentioned, that more and more oil is coming onto the market. I mean, the Brazilians who have a production of about 3.3 million barrels a day, they are bringing about 400,000 more barrels per day on the market. And if our assessment is correct that the Americans also will bring another million barrels additional oil on the market, and the Canadians also and others. So I think, and Guyana's I think case there. So I think there's going to be more oil available. What we need is stability and predictability so that in the period ahead, countries can base their decisions on lines which are predictable. You see, because fluctuations, people going up and down, that creates uncertainty in the market, and that is what is not good for healthy economic decision making. So I think we are on a good wicket now.
Predictability and stability in oil prices.
Well, stability in oil prices depends both on the availability and the global geopolitical situation calming. I mean, for instance, if there's trouble in one area or non-state actors are becoming active, then it will result in, shippers having to take longer routes, which means more increase in freight rates, increase in insurance rates. But as I said, all things being equal, if there is more oil coming on the market and if the global situation also eases, then we can hope for more predictable assessment. Yes, Prime Minister is undertaking a very major visit. He will be going. He will be going to attend the G20 summit in Brazil. On the journey there, as the MEA has announced, he'll be visiting Nigeria, and on the way back, Guyana. So,
do you expect any deals in the oil sector?
No, these are not. These are prime ministerial visits are not meant for the prime minister's visits are at a high level higher than that. Commercial contracting is always done by the entities, and we have a healthy ongoing system with a large number of countries. So I don't expect any uncertainty there.
Recently you were in Brazil and there were discussion about the Global Biofuel Alliance. How to expand
the Global Biofuel Alliance, as I said, now it has something like 28 countries already participating in the Global Biofuels Alliance. About 12 international organizations, the main ones, they're all participating. And going forward, I see the Global Biofuels Alliance becoming a very important instrument and platform for green energy transition. And you will have more countries coming on. I think the country plans have been done for 3 countries. So it's beginning to take shape in a very short period. I mean, if you remember, it was only a year ago that the Global Biofuels Alliance was formed, and it already has 28 members. Thank you.